IUIC Austin. You ain't subscribed yet? What are you waiting for? Hit that button. Subscribe today.
And then you have something called the trans-Saharan slave trade with the Arabs. The Arabs sold us in slavery. Because do y'all know any of y'all homeboys, are they Muslims? You got homeboys that are Muslims, right? Do you know that the Muslims did this to us? It's not even worse than what the Christians did. The Muslims did even much evil to us.
Right.
You practice Islam? Oh, we got to deal with that Islam, brother.
Deal with it.
We got to deal with that Islam.
Bring it out.
Because, give me the, from Babylon and Timbuktu.
Yes, sir.
Islam, right? One of the most bloodiest religions, okay? They destroyed our people. Even to this very day in Libya, they are still selling our brothers over there in Libya. To this very day. Yeah, Mauritania, all these different places in Africa, the Arabs are selling and oppressing our people. So I'm gonna show you Islam in the Bible and how the Arabs had us in slavery. Go back to that Deuteronomy 28:64. Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
So it says we will serve other gods, wood and stone. The wood, what's your name, my brother? Tashawn, nice to meet you. We're going over how the Arabs and the Christians had us in slavery. So it says the wood going back to Christianity. That's what the wooden cross. And the stone going back to Islam, the Kaaba stone. It says we will serve these different religions. Now we're going to deal with Islam. Watch this, read.
Babylon, Timbuktu. When Muhammad was born, many Arabs were still worshiping the sun, stars, spirits, and idols. Come on. The Arabs possessed 360 idols, one for each day of the year. Muhammad was born AD 570, 4 years after the death of the Emperor Justinian.
So the Arabs were serving the sun, moon, and stars before Muhammad came. And we're gonna see what he created. Yep, jump down to that, read.
After Muhammad became a camel driver, he traveled to the remote of intriguing lands. He led his caravans to Persia, Syria, and Egypt, transacting business with merchants of every kind.
Watch this.
On his business trips, he met Jews.
He met who?
Jews.
Jews. Who are the Jews? Y'all are the Jews.
That's right.
Y'all are the Jews. Y'all are the Israelites. Let's get that. Give me, hold what you got, officer. Give me Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Let's prove who are the Jews. Watch this. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2.
Bring it on.
Judah mourneth.
Judah mourning. Who's mourning right now in America? Who's mourning? We are suffering. We are getting shot. We are getting killed. We are getting lynched to this very day. It says Judah mourneth, come on.
And the gates thereof languish. They are black.
What color the Jews?
They are black.
What color the Jews?
They are black.
Y'all the real Jews. Y'all the real Jews. So we just read that the Jews are black, not those white so-called Jewish people. They're not the real Jews. Now watch this, read.
On the business trips, he met Jews, Christians, and members of other sects. He interrogated them concerning the tenets of their religions.
So Muhammad interrogated us. He wanted to know, what is our religion? What is our laws, statutes, and commandments? Watch this, read.
Because he could not read or write.
So Muhammad was illiterate. He could not even read or write. Read.
His ears were attentive and keen to everything that the Jews related to him.
Come on.
Muhammad learned and extract much of the Jewish religion.
And that he extracted much from us. Read.
And compounded it with his new religion.
With his what?
His new religion, Islam.
You hear that? This is why Muslims, they don't eat pork. They pray 5 times a day. They observe some type of a Sabbath, okay? Because they got it all from us. Give me that in Deuteronomy, 32:17, a new God. Because Islam was created 600 years after Christ. Watch this, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 17. They sacrifice unto devils.
Unto what?
Devils.
Islam is a devil religion.
Right. Not to God.
Allah is not real.
That's
The only real God is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The one true God, the God of the Israelites. The Arabs try to cleave to our God because they'll say that. They'll say, oh, Allah, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. No, it's the God of Israel. Our God. The prince that has power with God. Read.
To gods who they knew not.
Watch this.
To new gods.
To what?
New gods.
We just read out a historical book. Islam was a new religion. It's a new God. Read what you got.
Muhammad tried to construct his religion as closely as he could after the Jewish religion.
Right.
He favored the Jews by accepting many of their laws and traditions. When the Jews refused,
When the Jews what?
when the Jews refused to be converted, he commanded his followers to stop turning to the holy city of Jerusalem in prayer.
So he tried to force us to be Islam.
Right.
He was trying to force us and we refused. We did not want to follow after Islam. Watch this, read.
But rather to turn to the city of Mecca.
Mecca was a slave port, one of the biggest slave ports. This is right here. Mecca right here. One of the biggest slave ports. This is the cobblestone where they forced us. They raped, robbed, and murdered us. They castrated us. These are the evil things that they did. Give me that Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 2. Watch this. Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 2. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 2. Lift up thine eyes unto the high places and see where thou hast not been lined with. In the ways hast thou sat for them as the Arabians in the wilderness.
So it says we sat for the Arabians in the wilderness. Now, we all been to school before, right? Who in a classroom is sitting down and who's standing up giving the lecture? The teacher's doing what? Standing up. And who's sitting down? The students. So watch that, read it again.
In the way hast thou sat for them as the Arabian in the wilderness.
So we were sitting down for the Arabians in the wilderness. So what do you think they was teaching us?
Bring it out.
Well, we were sitting down and they're the ones standing up teaching. What was they teaching us? What's the Arabs' religion? So when we were enslaved to them and they had us sitting on the ground, what were they teaching us? Islam. They was teaching us Islam. Read.
Lift up thine eyes into the high places and see where thou hast been lying therewith, and the ways of thou set for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness.
Well, read on.
And thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms.
Hear that? We polluted the land with their whoredoms because we started to serve their God, sacrifice to their idols.
Right.
This is why today you see a lot of rappers are converting to Islam. Who's a boxer? Gervonta Davis.
Right.
He just converted to Islam. Why is it that the Arabs are targeting black celebrities?
Right.
Why is that?
Little Dirt.
Little Dirt.
Yeah.
He had the whole O Block of praising Allah.
Right.
Why is that? Why are they targeting black celebrities? Because they know the youth follows black celebrities.
Right.
Kevin Gates, Little Dirt,
Right.
Gervonta Davis.
Right.
Who else? King Von. They NBA YoungBoy. They know the black youth follows these celebrities. So what do? They give us a false religion to keep us in sin. Hey, where's a Babylon Timbuktu? There's more on that.
Get it.
There's more on that. What you got? So yeah, let's go back to Deuteronomy. Give me that in Jeremiah chapter 2.
Yes, sir.
So what we're trying to show you, brothers, we got to come out of that Islam, because Islam is not the way. If Islam was the way, why are we still catching hell here in America?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.